Welcome to the tutorial for finding full-text articles in the library's databases. What this will show you how to do is both how to access these in a database you're already in, as well as in other databases and sources that you're not currently using. So in order to demonstrate this, we're going to go to the Databases A to Z link under More Research Tools, and we're going to choose Academic Search Complete, which is our general database that most gen ed classes are instructed to use. For our example, we're going to search human trafficking. Just want to make sure you spell that correctly. And here we see that we got 3,692 results. Now, in this case, those results are going to have a variety of ways in which we can access the article. In our very first example, customer crime, we see that this academic journal article is in PDF full text. Now, what PDF full text means is either the article was scanned from the printout version or it was born digital and saved. We like PDFs because we can cite them more easily because they have page numbers, and we can print and save them easily as well. So really a PDF is our ideal. But not every time can we immediately go to a PDF article. If you look at number 7, this news article has HTML full text. What HTML does is it looks just like a website. It doesn't have a PDF that we can save. It doesn't have page numbers. So when possible, you want to avoid HTMLs. This USA Today article, it wouldn't have been easily scanned in because it's a newspaper, so that's why they use HTML. A lot of times that's going to happen. That's going to be the case with HTML. Same with the full text finders that I'm going to talk about in a minute. They'll take you over to another database where the newspaper article is still going to be in HTML. Now, another way other than PDF or full text HTML, we know we would choose PDF over HTML, is through linked full text. Linked full text means it still belongs to EBSCOhost, who owns this database, but it's just not in this particular database, or it might be in a particular journal page. So if we click on the linked full text for the Regulation of Cancer Cell Behavior article, we'll see that it's going to resolve us through ejournals.ebsco.com. And in this case, it actually takes us to the Journal of Biological Chemistry. You'll see that the URL changed to jbc.org. Now that we're there, we see the full HTML version of the article, complete with images, but we also see that on the right-hand side there's information for citation, as well as a full text version in which you can download it. So again, PDFs are usually readily available through a full text link resolver. Now, if it's not the linked full text, it might be that full text finder that I mentioned. So if we do a different search, this time we're going to try child exploitation and trafficking. And here I see that I have several academic journal results. Numbers 3 through 5 are all full text finder links, so I can find these articles, they're just not in this particular database. If we try to use number 4 and click on the full text finder, we'll see which database this is in. Now, if it says view this article at Science Direct, we know that we can click on that link, a new tab or window will open, and here I'll be in that database with the full text of the article. Again, just like the other one, it has the HTML version with images, but I can also look around and find that download the PDF button. If you aren't taken directly into a database, it might say something like in print, and it would tell you where in the catalog it is, and you might have to go downstairs in the library and find the actual article. Or you might even have to find an older article on microfilm or microfiche. If that happens, just ask a librarian for help. It's very easy. Another way that it might come up is into a database that doesn't necessarily find the link. Sometimes you click on it, like LexisNexis, and it'll say no documents found. If that happens, just copy and paste the title from the full text finder into the database that the new tab opened in. If it doesn't work in there, chances are we don't find it. You can also copy and paste that into the Ship Discovery service, in which case it will show you, again, if we have the article, a full text finder link. And it'll show you which databases that it exists in. So here it's in 3 different databases. That's why it appears so many times. In addition to this article, I just wanted to show one final example. In our first two examples, it says that you'd have to request through interlibrary loan. If you're doing this tutorial for Ship2Shore or another class, then you'll be also watching this setting up your ILLiad account. Watch that in order to learn how to both set up your interlibrary loan account and how to send for an article. What interlibrary loan means is we don't have it readily available. I can't just click to get to it, but I can click to send for it. So in that case, I would just request your interlibrary loan link. I would log in. I'm already logged in this example, and it would fill out the information for me, and I could submit the request. Now, I want to point out that if I click on the link itself, I'm going to just find the abstract. As we should know, an abstract is a summary, but please remember you cannot and should not ever cite from the abstract of an article. If you've waited to the last minute and you were supposed to turn a lit review in, you're only going to be able to use the full text articles that evening that are readily available. However, it doesn't mean you can't send away for that article and get it a little later down the line and use it in your paper. Please do not be afraid to use ILLiad. It's something that's already paid for through your tuition, and it means, hey, we may not have it, but we can get that for you in just a couple of days. Usually articles only take 1 to 3 business days, and books take 3 to 5. So please do use ILLiad, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact a librarian. As I mentioned, we have our Ask Us Anything box. There's our phone, text, email. Use the chat feature when it's available. That's especially useful if you're having trouble getting a link to work or finding a particular article in a database. You can also schedule research consultations if you're having difficulty with your overall research. And if you're ever wondering what our hours are, those are also on the page. Research help is going to be when a librarian is available that day. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us.